I feel like Sentinels played like a better overall game, but I do think that the Cypher is just the one. So Liquid now go for the Viper comp. Oh, this is nice, dude. They are just like they're just changing their comps, and honestly, this one is pretty good because this comp is better against the Liquid comp.
Agent compositions for this map.
Right, in terms of why it's better, because you only have the breach flash to get through the double controller, and a lot of the times the walls are like in the middle of a site, and you don't have anything for the breach flash to like hit to go through. So a lot of times you can't, or you're gonna struggle to flash through the Viper util. So
yeah, the Sky, like his bread and butter, man.
Yeah, you would favor the Sentinels now after looking at this.
Some crazy numbers with that agent this tournament at the AVL. Now, of course,
you've also got to think that Sentinels won split and Liquid won both pistols, so it was actually
and then
really dominant.
Had to squeeze out the win, 15-13 in overtime. Meanwhile, Team
Still talk to John? I mean, when he comes in chat. We don't really talk too much, but like when he comes in chat, we'll say hi and stuff like that.
And now it's going to be the double initiators.
He's a busy guy. John's a busy guy.
As we jump in to map number 2, take a look if Sentinels can get the clean 2-0 once again. Or will it be Team Liquid taking us to yet another third map for us?
Cameraman just
on Haven.
You know, it's crazy to think that Team Liquid wins both pistols on split.
Damn.
They couldn't get the map.
This guy in the stream?
Of course, that Thrifty from Sentinels on their defender side was
helps a lot.
A backbreaker. Yeah, exactly. But now, you know, maybe you think, okay, Sentinels starting on the defender side, if they can get a pistol round win.
Okay, Sentinels on defense, Liquid on attack.
Maybe they can find.
He's not wrong though. Those are really dominant map when you take into account the
Liquid on the other hand,
the pistols.
Gonna kind of put some pressure towards C, see if maybe
Liquid might have a rough time on this, especially Yumpy's gonna have to be smart with his flashes.
Celsius going to be locking down Garage, and they're rotating pretty quickly off the back of this recon dart.
I mean, they've got the toxic screen as well.
Tenace22 with the prime, thank you so much for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you. So we smoke off C, we put the alarm bot close, and then we have 2 here, and then they want to get a kill over towards A, and then I guess the normal reaction is just a push over towards C, and that's why they're doing this. But we're going to have a C split or C hit, no matter what. This is great from Zekken. Hides from the drone, instantly takes back the angle. We have a turret to see if anyone took a timing over towards A. Sentinels can hold 3 strong towards C. This taking down this alarm bot would be huge at the moment.
Just waiting for any movement.
Looks like plan B here.
Man, vision strikers for a pistol. Yeah, old school vision strikers. C split.
Is he gonna try to push this angle?
Well, I mean, it draws the attention, and they're hoping they can break through Garage, but Sentinels is one step ahead of him. Saucy still holding C-Link
everyone knows the strat. Once you hear the dash like this over towards the left of B, you know what strat it is.
Now stuck on the site. It's going to be Enzo stuck off of that stun with the Trailblazer. 2 members now.
What a lovely smoke retake from Tens here as well. Really nice pistol from Sentinel. Shout out to everyone else is getting, Zekken getting instant information over towards A. Yeah, love this setup from Sentinels. Felt like this pistol setup was really nice. Really nice. Pistol record, 1-2 at the moment.
Once again, just reading.
So 1-0 to Sentinels for this map, obviously.
So well, tucks himself in that corner right outside of B-Link.
The teams have aim/movement coaches, not movement coaches. Some will like have aim coaches individually, but that's more on them instead of like the org providing that stuff. We haven't got to a level where like people will hire like aim coaches for the whole team yet. But I do think it could be a thing for like a month. People could I think teams could benefit from that. I think aim coaches are kind of relatively new at the moment also. And also probably underrated. Yeah, it's the second time we've seen Yampy not get a kill with this Marshall. But probably out of like 12 times that he's bought it, so still good percentage for him. Still not too bad in terms of the damage. They have no idea where Mystic is.
Zekken even picking up the orb. He doesn't have quite a clear idea that there's still one lurking behind. He may be blindsided here. Now he's starting to get bit of suspicion. Mystic just wants to see if Zekken will push into this, but with
what's the
garage
timing going to be
control
on
here
like
from
in this?
Saucy, I
As
don't
we
think
can
he
see,
has
it's
any reason
perfect
to
at the
do
moment.
so.
No, yeah, if he pushes to the other side of this wall, you have a really good opportunity. He senses
Wow,
it, gets out
Zekken
just
did it
barely.
insane.
Oh, that tailwind right on point. Now it's just an aim duel with Saucy coming in for the trade, and Zekken will
That was
find
nice
his
as
target,
well.
gets
That was
more
Zekken being
kills
very
to
used to
kick
like
things
the
off
new
for Sentinels
changes
as they
on
lead
Jett as
2-0.
well.
Yeah, really nice try
Smoke
there from Mystic to
fast
at least
so
break
you
one
can
more out,
pop your
but
dash, then you have
he
time to
just
dash
barely
out.
get out in
Most
time,
people
and
like,
Zekken,
because old
good
Jett you
reaction
can just
there.
dash out instantly, right?
Paranoia.
This is just nice that he knows that it's to
And this
smoke
is
to block the vision,
good
then he can
shooting
dash
off
to
the
buy the
rip.
time.
Again,
It's very good. Reactional as well.
taking much damage from those marshals. Yeah, okay, Nats gets a gun, but Tens shuts him down pretty quickly with the classic. Had a judge to back it up.
I mean,
And there you go.
Good movement from Zekken, right?
Yeah.
Constantly going for the crowd just to make sure the headshots aren't easy to hit with that potential Marshall. And now he carries over the Guardian once again. Just another Vandal bought up for Tens here on the side of Sentinels, so still some heavy firepower. Team Liquid going to just pressure things a bit with that early utility, but Fault Line's still online. That's the big one they're going to look for on the execute.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there are certain types of utility that are kind of what you would call like leading utility that are going to indicate where the execution
Big buy rounds, as always. Sentinels are pretty good low buy here. Liquid do a bit of an AD fault. They cut sounds. As we can see, the alarm bot over towards B and the turret over towards C gives them a lot of info. So I'm kind of worried. Kind of worried that they're not going to proper default this.
Zekken not going to be happy with that trade. Tries to get a cheeky shot on the feet. He actually gets sprayed down.
Still, question marks over towards here on A, but this is great from Sassy. Dog is going to clear both of these question marks. A little jump to the left. Yep, and that's something that you can't do in terms of the double jump there at the end to check the corners with the new dog. This was a nice call from Liquid though. I'm worried that there's too many of them on site at the moment. We'll see. Oh, I'd like to keep someone on site though. Okay, they all leave site. It's going to be a little bit of a spam fest. Good news for Liquid is Sentinels are going through middle, so once Tens goes down, it should be an easy round. Yeah, so the call here from Sentinels was to kind of just crunch over towards middle, which was so fine, especially with the A pinch over towards here. But as soon as the Omen goes down, you can't retake because you can't have a smoke that blocks vision, which just means that when you have mid-control, everyone's just going to be able to spam you. So, was just a low buy, so I don't want to go too in on Sentinels because the overall plan actually made a bit of sense. But Tens is a relatively new Omen, so we'll keep an eye on some of the stuff here, especially in like the C retakes and B retakes. He needs to play a little bit more passive. The way that I kind of sum up this Sentinels comp is protect the VIP on attack in terms of protect the Viper, but on defense, a lot of the time, especially when you retake over towards B, you need to protect the VIP in terms of Omen being the VIP. So it does switch a little bit. So Tens, at least on the B retake, it probably needs to play a little bit safer than normal.
Let's make sure that's dealt with. You know, we can rely on Nats to kind of watch the garage doors, watch the site, and everything else is accounted for. So both teams making good reads, good plays. It's just a slightly better, obviously, weapon arrangement for Team Liquid, but response as well.
Yeah, and Sentinels, once again, just a guiding light trying to see if they can bait out that fault line.
So we're going to keep an eye on when Sassy decides to use his dog on this. Question marks over towards A, created from Liquid in their default, A default, and it's all about when do these question marks get cleared. Flash goes in, it clears the long question mark.
Look at Nats, he's still in spawn, he's expecting some kind of aggression here, just watching for it.
I mean, they've given up that control on A, right? So Nats.
So the good thing about this Viper Wall is it means that it blocks vision towards the back of the site, so a lot of the time you can flood in easy. So wall goes up, this just means that they can flood in easy. Shout out to okay, shout out to Liquid, they've actually got a good understanding of this. Realize that they have to fight in front of the wall.
Here to Team Liquid. Sentinels the early retake though. Here comes the Paranoia and the guiding light. Yampi a good anti-flash, but the snake bite right on his
nice
feet
mollies. They're doing damage at the moment in terms of Sentinels.
The Trailblazers trying to get more damage done. Tens now pinching in.
Oh, he has a drone.
Find anyone on their exit. Team
How does he
Liquid,
still have a drone?
choose their battles. They don't want to leave the site empty too
They got a good plant, so it's going to be a spam fest, but I don't mind this one because they tried to fight a little bit on site. They delayed a lot of time.
Left on the site, buys enough time for his teammates to regroup on C long. The drone
it's all about tens to do the smoke to block vision.
The spray down comes in. Smoke going to clear. Half still not done for Sentinels. They are starting to run out of time. The trades come through, and they have to dash out. Sentinels,
yeah, this was actually played perfect from Liquid. This was really good from them. It was very impressive. If I'm going to be a little bit hypocritical, not hypocritical, but like a little bit pedantic in terms of like nitpicky here. I didn't see where a lot of the Omen smokes went, but normally with this comp, you don't have to smoke. So tens smoke down towards long C here. Normally this comp, because of the wall, you don't need to smoke down towards long C. You focus on smoking the spike itself, and then you can duel in front of it. So like now when they're dueling here, they could have a smoke, someone sticking it, and then the people they're dueling are trying to spam the smoke. So in my opinion here, like the Omen smokes were wrong. But I'm also very picky in terms of how Omen plays this map. I feel like this is like the most protocols that you have to remember as a smoker on any map, in my opinion.
From Coach Kaplan, if we're going to see any different setups from the Viper, right? I mean, on the defense, yes, we've seen it very often used to help hold that back line of C.
Hypercritical, yeah, I'm kind of being hypercritical there.
Now, with the breach, they just saw that
if people were asking about the first map is now up on YouTube if you want to check it out.
They clear that pocket that Team Liquid has identified as being made.
It's weird as well because it kind of changes because this smoke that he did is so fine. The smoke that he did is so fine in the breach comp. But with the Sky Viper comp, you would change it up. So that's the thing with a lot of these comps. You need to. It's hard to stay on top of it, especially as they're changing comps a lot of times. It's a lot for him to remember.
Because they're not using that leading utility like you're talking about as early as you would expect.
How many rounds does Team Liquid need on attack? Their defense yesterday was really good, but it was also down to the fact that they had a lot of hero plays. So I'm honestly not sure.
You hear the blade storm, you see the instant clear on the turret, you hear the spam.
The Sentinels comp is very good on attack.
But it doesn't hurt to wait, just like Nats did. Yep, and that is the blade storm down for Sentinels. Only 2 rifles in hand.
Yeah, so this will go for a bit of hero play, low buy on this one. Zolcis is saving enough money for an op, so Zekken's going to have an op into the next round.
At least one hasn't spotted Saucy just yet. This is all just to set things up for Saucy. The rest of the members coming into heaven. John QT gets one. Saucy still hiding away. Has he been spotted? He finally has, and he will go down to Yampi. Not much other action as Mystic hiding in the smoke.
There's a Viper smoke on A.
And the jump down from Tens.
What's going on with Sentinels? Zolcis forgot to do his Viper smoke over towards A. So the retake was just impossible.
I like how they recon darted in there just to see if he was going to stay up there or not. So funny. And
maybe it's to play on their eco for the push over towards mid, I'm not sure.
To even get one out of this is kind of impressive, to be honest. Yeah, like you said, this was read really well. Clear the turret, try to set him up.
Nah, he had orb on him. I checked it. He had it in like on his inventory.
Saucy, able to be spotted. Again, like you said, trying to hide him in the corner, but gonna really work out. Now Zekken.
Okay, there we go. Smoke is here now though. So either way, learn from this round. Maybe they had something planned with like the lower buy. Maybe it's over towards middle and then he picked it up or something. I'm not sure. Okay, big round for Sentinels. We'll get the op go out over towards C, so they're changing it up. Sassy's been holding this line over towards A a lot of the time. And looked like Liquid, knowing that they were going to have the op, wanted to go for something a little bit faster over towards B, but kind of got shut down by the instant smoke from Tens. Yeah, and this stun is like, so now as well they're droning, they know that the op might be over towards here close, and they're just trying to see if anyone's just holding this one angle with the op, right? So this is actually pretty good from Liquid, just doing all the good fundamentals here. Even getting hit by that flash, and now they could definitely make a call over towards C or B if they wanted. That flash is great. I would like to see something a lot faster off of that info.
I think he was expecting to try to make a faster rotation, but you can see the backside so well covered here by Nats on his killjoy. There's always a turret here to watch for these flanks. They're starting to spread the map.
Goes in as well. Okay, now they could definitely make a call.
With that jet there, you're going to keep that kind of lean towards the A side.
This is interesting. The fake over towards C might work pretty well.
Yeah, but that's the fault line. It
But
draws out a lot of attention.
they didn't see the op over towards A, so you gotta imagine that it's
And Yampi, his
C,
job
especially
is
when you
done.
have
Now
top
it's
B
up to
control.
Dago to get the kill. However, Sentinels, they had a very healthy default, so they're not getting up the site just yet. It's going to be a double near sewers, and Sassy even gets the first kill. Seeker's online, waiting to use it. It's down to the 15-second mark. He gets the call that they don't need to use it anymore.
Just 15 seconds left. Trying to entry over towards here is a nice molly.
Mystic on the box, and Team Liquid running down on the clock. Nats will get a clean double, but he just does not have time to secure the round.
Oh my
Yeah, it was at least good damage from Nats here. The Mystic plays so fine. There's a molly down. He has to make a hero play. There's 10 seconds left. He wants to just try and distract so Nats can actually get something done. So the Mystic thing was so fine, really. Maybe you would say that over towards default is better, but it's kind of the same risk. I would have liked, if I'm being very, dude, I'm really nitpicky today for some reason. I would have liked more of an instant react call from Liquid. I don't think this call was great. Especially when they knew that the op wasn't A or at least wasn't A long or B.
The Sentinels on that side, and
I mean, they had John QT down on C long Cubby as well, right? And this time the operator still
Kiko just went a little bit too early as well.
An early fault line to try to catch up or at least push him
Damn,
out.
I feel like Mini's rubbed off on me, chat.
Now, the Odin in hand for Enzo. We've seen what he can do with it across multiple maps.
Oh, the post plan is so nasty here for Team Liquid, though. Look at all these ults.
Nats puts all into this. Oh, this is nice to know. See the angle that Zekin's holding there? The tightest angle, you can always spam the complete back line. Everyone's actually really bad at doing it. John QT, can he get the ult? Yes, he can. What a hero. This is really, really nice. Really hope that Yampi and Enzo don't use their ults into this round.
The rolling thunder comes out, and Team Liquid, do they peek off of it? No, they're happy to just buy time. They have that Odin. They're trying to make sure the Hunter's Fury comes on as well.
Huge
so
round.
many tags, and he's going to get a double on there. Actually, it's going to be his teammate as well going down. 3 kills, one of which he did not want. And can they get the latter half in time? It will be more than enough.
Yeah, and that might, chat. I know this is a massive over-exaggeration, but that might be the game on this round. That is one of the biggest rounds we've seen. They used so many ults. So many ults. To not get anything for this. See, chat, see that angle? The super tight one there? Use that in ranked. Anyone at the back, like this hugging the tight wall, is just going to get wrecked. So it's very, very strong.
For the side of Team Liquid to be able to push off the back of that. They use their utility to make sure that the Rolling Thunder can't be punished. And
it's 4-3. It's one of those rounds that you would look back in the VOD review though and be like, this is where it all went wrong.
That Team Liquid took out a member with their own Fury.
Going very deep,
the good news is for Liquid is they did a bit of damage with those ults, so if they can win this round, the money's still kind of low for Sentinels. They can buy next round, but it's still kind of low. Like if you win 2 in a row, you kind of make them eco. Plant goes in and they've killed 10s. The VIP for retaking B.
Already gone. Only 2 shock darts available for Enzo on this post plant alongside that Odin. Okay, the pressure onto Garage. Trying to keep Sentinel at bay. Oh, this is a pretty fast flank here coming out from Nats.
Why have we smoked for them?
Contact from Mystic. He's waiting with the shorty. He hears 1, he hears 2 footsteps, and it's going to be 1 kill for him. Nats.
It's a little bit crazy, but it's a great distraction for the lock. Nats is everywhere at the moment.
Finally finds his target, but it's too late as the scope comes right back in. The vault line to draw them off of the spike, and now the Odin trained up. There's the bounce off, and it's going to be Yampi.
You can't win this retake if your VIP is dead in terms of the Omen.
Great timing, great senses from Nats as usual. Able to find that moment.
Okay, huge round. Really nice for Liquid. They got to win 2 of these in a row. Zek saves op as well.
Able to keep the flanks of Team Liquid safe. Able to give Nats that opportunity to find that
Mystic Smoke. I was a little bit worried of the Mystic Smoke, I'm not gonna lie, because I felt like they could have then pressured the spike, but he had he got the fast kill, so it was okay, but it was a little bit, it was crazy risky.
Sentinels to his presence in there, and he's able to find that shorty kill as well, making things a little bit more difficult. So, not bad at all. John QT now has his lockdown. There's no counter.
Yeah, well, the counter operator here for Keiko, but it just
they saved the op, and I
wanted to touch on that, but I guess
he's getting wrecked by the op, man.
Taken out of Keiko's hands, not having a great map for the Jet of Team Liquid, but the overall team still trying to get the lead here for the first time.
Okay, retake of C again. This time we had the Killjoy ult, so Liquid have to make a decision early, and they plant on the side where it's kind of covered by the wall. Should be Sentinels round unless someone goes huge. Oh, Yumpy can win this.
On the counter lurk here.
Oh no.
Oh, Yumpy's gonna win this.
Oh, here's 10's kind of creeping by, catches his target, and that has weakened.
Is this gonna be a spam fest still? 10's managed to get his smoke off.
He's just gonna go all the way through. They need to get the spam,
Holy, that was close in the end. 10's nearly got off the smoke to actually make this one doable. Really big round from Yumpy. Those 2 kills changed everything, by the way.
With that Odin and Operator still in hand, really tricky.
Nats is having good impact at the moment. A bit lurking, picks up the op there as well once the Kiko goes down.
Good opening pick there. Jump peek a little bit, but gets caught doing it. 10's just not expecting Yumpy's position. You'd expect that.
Enzo, dude, Enzo is such an Odin abuser, yeah. But honestly, it's a good way. It's a good way to It's a good way to win games, man.
If he can find even one shot.
Billy beat NRG from doing it with the judge. Why not other guns?
Nice got Blade Storm.
Well, that's the setup that they wanted here from Sentinels. It allows them to have a bit more firepower, and he will activate it as he gets.
Has Zekken 3 rounds in a row got the first pick on Kiko?
Get ready, set up for an angle. The flash earlier, hoping a lot from Saucy.
Yes, that was great timing there. Great recognition. The fault line comes out, and it's an immediate response from Saucy. Really, really nicely done. Now you've got some real potential here for Sentinels.
Yeah, I mean, they've already cleared out C long. Look at John QT's position. They know
got
this
so
is
many
still
here.
meant to be an A hit. And with that second
Zekken needs to send it. Where is the Zelsis smoke again?
They still have time to rotate, but they just don't have any information, and everybody's spotted, gets stunned up.
Wait, they don't have the Zekken smoke again. Sorry, they don't have the Zelsis smoke. So when they're eco, they don't smoke over towards A, and they just throw their smoke in middle. It keeps costing them rounds, really. Oh man, John wins this though, right? Do they know? Here's an alarm bot, right?
John QT, he gets spotted, takes so much damage. We'll pick up an operator. If he can hold this angle, it's up to Zelsis to now be able to open things up.
Oh, nearly got it. Nearly the timing on this. It's a nice reposition from Zelsis. When do they expect it? There we go. Doesn't have to peek out. Oh, Liquid played this really nice. Man, the Sentinels need to put the smoke down on their ecos. I think they would have won both their ecos if they had this smoke over towards A to flood. I feel like you so this Viper comp has so many like little protocols and stuff like that when teams try and copy a comp and it doesn't really work, it's just because a lot of times they miss like little things that actually make like a big difference. And yeah, it feels like the smoke players in terms of Tents and Zelsis have a lot to learn on this comp.
From Team Liquid for that post plant.
This is still pretty good for Sentinels though. Their attack comp, like their attack comp is very good. It's normally good for like 7 or so. So this is still pretty close. It depends on how Liquid play against the Viper comp. They need to not let him get on site on defense.
And look at this, the Sentinels kind of sensing that maybe a lockdown wants to be put in.
This is nice as well, setting the lock up over towards short. I'm worried that Nats might get overwhelmed if they throw a dog down here, but oh, they dog over towards long. That's great. Nats' luck might be a lot here. He's been mixing up as well. He's done 1 through B, 1 through Garage, and now he's going 1 through A. Huge. Peeked out as Tents was flashing.
Now remaining alone on the site, he goes down and is down to
okay, really nice. Really nice from Liquid here.
Going up 7-4.
Yep. It's really nicely dialed up here by Team Liquid. Just no problem waiting. Get right towards the entrance. Kind of catch some players swinging in. Easy money.
Nats has
Lockdown
had
eventually
mad
does come through in
impact.
the sewers, kind of to cover the B
13 to
site there,
4
so
as well. He
kind
just
of
is not
the
dying.
backup plan in case Liquid had to rotate one way or the other. If they go A, they can put it in the cubby there, right to Nats'
Yeah.
left. He catches 10s right before the paranoia hits as well, making things all the more difficult there.
I mean, this is just well set up, right? Especially because that defensive smoke kind of keeps Nats at bay. If anything, it gives him a bit more awareness that he can't just go for a blind fake. The classic from the shadows into
Okay, all over towards the
the
back as well. This is an old school strat. This is nice, yeah. The guy over towards C gets so wrecked. Second's done great though. Stay alive, keep it as well. Just did insane. 8 rounds on attack. Oh, Sentinels might need a pistol here.
Now the double team, Saucy and Tens. If Saucy gets 1 kill, the Seekers come online. Ten's going to be the entry man here. Oh,
lovely. Lovely from Nats. What a half. 15 to 4, right?
What a time to dial up a fast hit here. Right on the back of that Omen ult, able to find the space.
Sentinels win pistol, only 4 rounds. It's kind of like the fast map, just switched in terms of the teams and performance.
Really good half there, 15 and 7, but nobody else with more than 5 kills on the rest of Sentinels, just struggling to find some success. And I mean, these last couple rounds, they're all over the map. They're reading the Sentinels' timings and position so incredibly well. Nats is right.
Remember that round? Yeah, even with that round, that's the thing. Even with that round where Liquid used all of their ults and it kind of felt like the momentum shifted.
As well has been really, really impressive.
Yeah, one of those rounds where they were able to get that B plant, and finally they understand that Sentinels has figured out their post-plant scenario.
The good thing about that was they won the 2 rounds after, right? So they actually forced them down to eco.
Surely coming in from both him and his teammates.
So the recovery was pretty good.
Him with a bit more mobility has given Team Liquid a couple more options on the attacking half. However, it is Haven.
I said it's over, then they did not win a single round. Yeah, I mean, chat, it was a big round. Liquid had to do, Liquid had to win 2 in a row to capitalize off it.
Both on split. If they can recreate that magic on their attacking side, things might be looking up.
Yeah, you never know.
Do you also expect anything different from the cast as well, man? This event, the cast has been crazy strong. Like, normally the cast is like, it's there, you notice it sometimes. Like, I'll say something, the opposite will happen. This event, it has actually been ridiculous. It's everything.
And the information on your side of the map a little bit better as best as you can. But we'll see exactly how the Sentinels are going to dial it up. Again, we didn't get to see this comp from them the last time.
That is this game in a nutshell sometimes.
So it's going to be a little bit hard to judge exactly how it's going to run.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've seen the double controller quite a few times. Sure. Gotta imagine, yep, that screen comes up.
1, 2, 3 sheriffs.
Into A link as well, and normally you want
so normally Sentinels, I imagine this is a read on Sentinel, and like they do this a lot on their pistol. They go over towards C and they get the orb and they duel with 3 people. So I respect this as an anti. Didn't pay off in terms of the original kills here, and now they have to retake B with not too much util. That's so hard. It's all about Mystic Smoke, and Mystic's going on the flank as well. What a hard round. We get the plant down. I'm pretty sure there's a Viper Smoke on it. We have a Molly.
But it's not pointed the right way, so he's gonna have to win this fight. He can't. Nats with the sheriff gets the headshot.
Enzo hits a lot here.
Positioning from second.
Oh, you got util though. You got util, and you saw so many. You can take me fast.
2C Link. Saucy barely staying alive, and he's gone.
Oh,
my gosh!
Oi! And he heard the other go over towards Garage, right?
Turnaround kill at the jump peak as well on this double, and it's going to be Team Liquid taking over the site, sticking it all the way to the end as the teammates will protect him. John QT finds a shot through the smoke, but oh no! Oh, come on.
Mystic,
Give
bro.
him the knife. Give him the knife.
Oh, man.
This is Pacific.
That was like the perfect moment.
That's so funny.
Shot,
okay,
right?
in terms of pistols, this map 1-1, 1-3 for Liquid.
You knife out here. We Tondo Gaming out in Pacific. But,
I mean, look at this.
This is nasty, dude. Dude, this is... They're all over the map again, and Sentinels just has no idea. Like, the turret's not in the right place to check for the lurk out along C. It's there to watch for the garage.
They have the all-time number of casters. Yeah, it's incredible, right?
Just Sentinels have no idea. Oh, that shock dart is
oh, shock dart's nice. Dude, chat, Dazed. Dazed came up with that shock dart. We haven't seen that one for a while. Haven't heard that name for a while. Haven't seen the Dazed shock dart for a little bit. Bringing that one back.
It's just a share for now. Keiko gets one, but it's set up the trade for Enzo. He knows he's scratching it out. The next shock dart should find some great value. Everyone just barely staying alive on the side of Sentinels. They're still grouped up, but backup has arrived.
All right, well, Enzo just going to start spraying through, and yeah, the shots from Tens alert him to the presence of that player, and it's going to be Yampi.
How much damage can they get? Because at the moment they lost the player that they can lose in terms of the guns. Any extra kills from Sentinels is pretty big.
But you got to get to the spike. That's the real issue.
Yeah, and there's not much you can do. You even have Nats watching all the way into their spawn just in case. You've got that turret watching B site connecting into A link. Team Liquid aren't taking any chances. Okay, Enzo.
Team Liquid aren't taking any chances, just as Enzo absolutely sends it dry, no util.
From the side of Sentinels. They are just holding left flank. They're starting to drop a couple more weapons than they originally bargained for.
Yeah,
And
that got pretty costly.
Round win, considering the investment,
It got a little bit costly. Two guns that makes it low by a lot weaker here. Kiko picks up the op. Damn, everyone's doing it.
Economic damage. Keiko already going to once again snapping up that operator early. That's a nice little shot. Saucy able to find a good headshot. And again, that spam alerts to the presence of Tens. John QT hitting some crispy ones with that Sheriff though, man. That pistol round, he had 3 kills, that one through the smoke, and then here finding some impact with it. So it is what it is, but for Sentinels, it might be too little too late. Smoked off even.
Yeah, and with that operator online, you also have to imagine Sentinels starting to get a big concern about the potential Odin coming online in future rounds as well. With this bonus, Enzo only sticking with that Ghost. The only further investment was that operator, and it's already pushed out so aggressively on C-Long as well. I mean,
yeah, I mean, they get a lot of info for it. Mystic Kid needs to stay alive.
The paranoia keeps him at
Yeah,
bay.
he needs to...
Ghost
Oh, they're fighting Garage pretty heavy here. Stun as well.
Stays a bit too long.
So they felt like they were losing Garage here, so they decided to go over towards middle.
He got the spot, but he can't
That's
hit
impressive.
The shots as he
The
lands
Enzo gets
on
this.
top of the generator. Yampi already filling back sight. He's trying to stay alive, waiting for backup. Oh no!
This is gonna be interesting.
Celsius not watching the right angle. Mystic able to just creep right on by.
Does Mystic go for it?
Has no
This
idea.
is so
There's
weird.
no way they suspect this. Stomping back for the plant. Mystic, he's just waiting for
Doesn't
someone
swing.
else to check the angle.
Spike planted.
Oh, a twist of fate. The guy goes
Oh
out as well.
my goodness.
Oh my god.
Watching Link. Saucy finally finds the target, but
Oh,
not
he's
in
getting
time for the
traded.
kill. Of course, that means Celsius also hidden away as well. So
This is weird because he kind of wants to save the op, but it's a winnable round, so he goes for it, and then they have an op if they want to pick it up.
Dropping 3 rifles.
Yeah,
Not in for it. Now we get into a weird round because Kiko can't really buy into this. So this is where the op kind of backfires a little bit.
For the Viper, I like the start though for Team Liquid. So that smoked off turret just completely freezes Sentinels. They don't move a muscle. They just all
Why is Mystic not swinging there? I mean, he thinks he's getting held. He thinks all 3 are on site.
Push a lot of space, get that information, and allows them to read the map so incredibly well.
Like he's just walked all, like think of it from his POV. He's just walked all the way down middle. No one shot him from window. Like why would this guy not be looking at window in his mind? So he thinks they're all 3 on site. Like he's taken so much space for free. Yeah, you gotta remember we have minimaps sometimes. It's hard though, trust me.
There's nothing here but nanos.
Yeah, but they did hold on to that vault line for Yampi, right? I mean, not committing to it for this push onto A, so that means a retake surely in the works for Team Liquid. 1 kill from Enzo, and that would mean the Hunter's Fury comes online as well. We know
John QT has Killjoy ult with the plant, and it looks like Liquid didn't plan for this.
From the attacking side.
Yeah, they delay so much with this one. Kiko might drop down and get a good kill on 10s, but they need to have a smoke over towards long, and normally you prioritize your smoke over towards short. Smoke does go long though. Oh my goodness, he goes to default.
He only has a judge in hand, but he's trying to clear the site. Allows Nats and Mystic to pick up the kills as he's just been running circles, and there's the recovery from Mystic.
Damn,
Kiko
got the guy over towards short. Wow, they won this. That's it. That's actually very impressive. That is very impressive. That's a very bad sign for Sentinels. How did they lose this one? Hey, shout out from Liquid for going so heavy over towards Heaven as well. Like, the good thing about this Viper comp is with the smoke over towards spawn, so it kind of means you can't go through spawn because there's smoke and then you have mollies, etc. So, I mean, Kiko actually did. Kiko and Mystic really need a shout out on this. They did incredible.
For the side of Sentinels, but they have no mollies for this post plant. They had none left by the time that the front line
Yeah,
defense
dude, if
has already been
Sentinels
breached,
can't
so
win
they
a
have to
retake,
plant
like,
those in
if
first. So
Sentinels
Team
can't win a
Liquid
round
knows it,
over towards
and they're
A,
able to just
when
expect
they
those
have an
pushes
ult to
out
buy
of the
time
smokes.
and they have the
Yeah,
Viper
that's
util
now
down,
Hunter's Fury
it's kind of,
online
they
alongside
kind
the
of
Odin here for Enzo.
kind of got no chance. I'm
Fortunately,
hoping
the
this
Seekers
isn't a
for
reverse
Saucy as
cast for
well,
it, but
so, you know,
that's
an
a round that
option
this
for
comp should be
Sentinels, but
thriving in,
not
really.
full firepower as Tens has to resort to the Marshall. Second getting spotted, kind of big intel. You know that that main duelist still stuck in the middle of this map. And look at that aggressive alarm bot right next to the toxic screen as well. Hasn't been cleared yet. So Team Liquid able to just focus on a main. Swing out.
What a shot. Does take a tag though.
Unfortunately, it's the Marshall right there, and he can't win that fight. The Seekers will be
Okay,
used,
and
Team Liquid
shout out to Liquid,
happily
they do
exiting.
this well, where like they
Leverage
know that
low
they're
on
getting
health.
overwhelmed and they don't want to give them kills back and they just fall
Trading the
back here.
nanos for the Seekers here, basically.
No heal,
It's gonna be
so
another
these two are going to
retake, and
stay
again,
low.
not much
Enzo
util
ult.
for the side of the Sentinels. Team Liquid even trying to. Oh, and he got the tag. Can't find the follow-up.
He spammers on that?
But that
Yeah,
allows
nice.
for the angles to be opened up. That's what we'll get to, but John QT fires right back. The shock dart not landing onto its target, but a 1v3 for the IGL of Sentinels. Can he isolate these 1v1s? Still dodging all the utility. Trying to find the early peek off the dart. Clears it. Not. Oh, okay. He will find the target. A little bit delayed, but he'll find the kill.
God, imagine. Imagine if someone
But he's
wins
so
this.
low, the left click just going to be
Oh my
held.
God.
John Cutie wins through that. He's on for the ace. And
Oh my
Keiko,
God.
oh
Holy.
my gosh. Takes the risk of peeking back out, afraid that John Cutie is
I thought he was
on
going to
the
stick in as we could
approach.
see he was going to
A
win,
Team
but then
Liquid
the
will
swing
make it
came in.
to map point.
Oh man, that was
It's
such a
hard to
nice
play it
try
much better
from
than
John.
John QT did there as a
Okay,
killjoy
7
without any
chances.
utility.
I mean, you know what they say, that kid can frag.
He can. He absolutely can.
QT bringing up a lot of firepower here for Sentinels, but it was just
The paranoia is a step too late. Just a little
Very
bit
late
off the
timeout,
timing there
super
for
late
Team Liquid.
timeout.
That allowed him to adjust to that extra heaven push from Mystic. But John QT so close, so close. Oh man, and map point, send us into map 3. I want a sunset. I want a sunset
I would love
so
to.
bad.
Yeah, I would love to watch a sunset here.
Yeah,
Especially,
it feels
I
like
mean,
it's going to get to
Sentinels, they've been
Sunset, which is going to be interesting because
iterating on
Liquid,
time
I mean,
against some clear
we haven't seen
weaknesses,
Liquid
but
on
good
Sunset,
strengths as well.
and we
Curious
have
to see how it
no,
stacks up
well,
against Team Liquid.
and we've seen a lot of Sentinels
been
on
skirting
Sunset,
around
and they
it.
look
I
great.
haven't played it yet. There's
Yeah.
no info on what Team Liquid's going to do on that map, so quite curious to
Now,
see.
you gotta imagine, I mean, if John QT gets that ace, it denies map
Going for the
point, and that's the type
timeouts.
of ace
Yeah,
that
just the
really
timeout just right at the end to be
swing
like,
the
well, I
momentum
called a
here
timeout.
for Sentinels. Unfortunately,
Called a timeout, so it counts.
they have a long road
Yeah, Sentinels have a
ahead.
lot to learn
They
about
wanna
this
take to
comp.
overtime for a shot to wrap this
It
match
really
up.
is like a, it really
Yeah,
is
it's
just
so
a
close
classic
there.
like just copy and paste.
John,
You know that
again,
you know that
it's
on
hard to
paper
play it
this
much
comp
better
is
than
great
that. I mean, it
against
helps
the
that
Liquid comp,
again,
so you
that
just
paranoia
use it, but
just
then you're just
barely
missing
off
so many little
kilter, the timing,
protocols
but still,
that it just doesn't work.
I
But
mean, it's
also
all
Liquid have
headshots
been
for
very
it.
good
It's
on
just
this defense.
really
Like
on
they
point. How many
understand how the
Nats scores for
Viper comp
Sentinels?
works.
There's a lockdown
They
for
know
Nats.
how
Yeah, there's a
to
Bladestorm to back up this
they know like how you
operator
have
as
to
well.
play
Could come
against
into
it.
play, just a bulldog.
Especially with that retake. That retake
Saucy.
was like a massive
Things
sign
are
of that.
Very challenging. You're one
Oh, I
away
like
from a
this
couple
little
ults,
one
one
way
away
that
from John
Mystic
QT's
does,
ult as
and he
well,
goes
so
to
maybe
the one
right
pause that
away.
is, wow, that's really smart.
Ignore, but
Damn,
as
they
Team
wasted
Sentinels are
this
even
in the
interested in that.
off-season event.
This is full on the spike
That's
right with Saucy here.
crazy.
QT covering.
Just fine, just looking for someone to peek out, right? I mean,
They
were
wasted
looking
a
for the
big
peek.
ante to the Viper wall over towards A on an
Close.
off-season event. I'm
Straight
so
out on
surprised.
Clubby and mid as well. I mean,
That's
Enzo
really
just-
cool. Every
he
team will
does
steal that.
so much training on these maps to find the exact angles. Spam through the wall. However,
You could
all
even
this
TP
chaos,
there so they
once
wouldn't be able
again,
to see your
Keiko
feet
pushes
ever.
up all the way on C long. The rest of the team able to focus in here on B. The early lurk on Mystic and Ace Sewers allows them to empty that site as well. The drone.
Yeah, and
out.
Liquid have to be proactive
Taking
because,
the risk.
again, they know that if they lose a site, they can't retake it well from the spawn, so they just decide to take over towards middle. And they also force or funnel them into Kiko. Big jaw. Massive jaw. Okay, so they can still win this one, especially on the VIP.
Team Liquid very happy to play aggressive on the other sites to give up
Got
space
Killjoy
on
ult for
the
this
like
one,
their retake
and we
chances
have
against
nothing
this
to stop the
double
Killjoy
control
ult.
comp on the
Oh, the
A side
Killjoy
a
ult
little bit
early,
better.
20
Time around
seconds.
Tens is
Or
gonna
the
have a
weird
paranoia.
round.
There's a snake bite left for Zelsis. Shock dart.
Oh, bro,
Not
think
gonna hit John
recon.
QT again. He's able to dodge these really nicely.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but he just sees the future, knows the location.
Yeah,
And
John
now,
gets his
here
own
comes
ult.
that lockdown. John
Now what?
QT has to spend this
Buys them a
minute
lot of time
left.
to
There's
flood
the
over
alarm
towards
bot,
short.
and Keiko trying to find the kill. Not able to just yet. Lockdown still ticking by.
Wow,
but the
he did
operator
great
good for
to get
another.
kills in this.
Still a 3v2 advantage for Team Liquid. Pop flash at the ready. There's the anti-flash from Mystic. He'll be able to swing out for the trade.
One bullet.
2v1.
Oh,
John
nicely
QT
handled.
shows us
Okay,
back as
both
the smoke
maps pretty
dissipates,
dominant though. You
and we are
gotta say
going
that.
to go to a
Both
map
maps very,
3
very
between
dominant.
these two teams.
Yeah,
Let's hope the sunset is
absolute
close.
masterclass here on
Yes,
the defending
Sentinels have a
side,
lot
on
to
the
learn on this
defending
comp.
side, showing
Liquid
how
played
to
really,
defend
really
against
well.
this Viper
Liquid's
comp.
Haven actually looks pretty scary.
On Haven, again, giving up space comfortably on the A side quite often.
I feel like the
makes it insanely
I
difficult
feel like the
on
Odin
these
looks so
retakes. There
annoying
just
to play
isn't
against.
enough
No one really
utility
uses
left
or abuses
for
the Odin
Sentinels
on Haven,
in
but
these
it is
post
great.
plans to really stop. And you're having to rely